Hello students, this is Shurprakash and I am here with the second chapter of your book Hornbill. We are not afraid to die if we all can be together. The writer of the lesson here are two writers, Gordon Cook and Alan East. So this is a story of courage and patience that you all must have, and you can overcome of any hard situation, any obstacle or any difficulties you face. So this is the story of a 37-year-old businessman who wants to take a round through the sea route like Captain James Cook. Yes, when he rounded the earth, it almost 200 years ago, and he was going to repeat the same event by his courage. So, the author, the narrator, starts his traveling sea voyage with his wife Mary, son Jonathan, and a daughter Suzanne. In July 1976, they all set for sea voyage, and it was a good and pleasant journey for them. Almost 1,05,000 kilometers they sailed very well, very pleasantly and very safely from South Africa to Cape Town. They have traveled very well. And after that, two persons, Larry and Herb Siegler, joined them as a crew member. So after the Christmas, the weather became very worst, and they thought of it because the southern Indian Ocean is called to be known as the roughest sea in the world. And yes, it is exactly that you will learn in the lesson. After that, on January 3rd, the problem started arising before them. First of all, they faced the wave almost as high as the ship. Their ship name is a Wave Walker, and the wave came almost as high as twice of the Wave Walker. About the Wave Walker, I am going to tell you that it is a 23-meter long ship, and its weight is almost 30 tons. So the waves were so strong that the Wave Walker, the ship, turned upward down, and all came out of the ship and they started swimming in the sea. So, however, by swimming and by their courage, they managed to again board over the ship. This was their fortune that another wave came, and the Wave Walker turned straight. The water filled everywhere in the ship. The ship was full of water. The instruments which were for their survival were broken. The pump through which the water came out was also destroyed, and though it was an electric pump, it was short circuit, and the manual pumps were also broken. However, the narrator remembered that they had another spare water pump hand water pump, they managed to bring out the water from their ship. He went to his son and daughter and asked about their health and condition. Suzanne had a swollen head, but she never heeded it, as she thought that his father was trying to save them, and at that time, if she says so, then he must be worried. So she told him nothing about that. In spite of it, his son Jonathan said that we are not afraid to die if we can all be together. So this was the courage shown by the children. And the ship was also damaged. So however, they managed to patch the holes which were at the lower side of the ship. Then he, through the pumps, pumped out the water, and continuously for 3 days they started pumping through various means and through pumps. After 3 days, on January 3rd, they managed the water level that was according to them, and they could survive there. Another day went on, and they managed to pump out water. Then only few centimeters water left in the ship. After 3 days of hard work and without having anything, without eating anything, some cracker biscuits were there, and they ate after 3 days. So it was their best meal, because if you are hungry, then the meal appears very good, it tastes very good. The narrator sat with his family and remembered all the things, all the happy moments of his life. And they hugged each other, and they thought that it was their end, because the Mayday call, which they wanted that anyone would help them, but as it was very far off sea and remote area of the sea, so no help could be found by them. And he thought that yes, we will die here soon. But before dying, they remembered their happiest and pleasant days of the past. The narrator asked Larry to steer the wheel, and it was 2 o'clock, and their only hope was clock, and their only hope was Al Amsterdam, which was a French scientific research center. And he instructed Larry that drive at the course of 185 degree, and by the 5 p.m. they will reach at the Amsterdam. During that, he took a nap, and you can say that he was very tired, so he fell asleep by that time. When he woke up, it was almost 6 o'clock, and he, terrified with the horror that perhaps they missed the island. But his son Jonathan cried that no, they reached to that island safely, and called his father as the best captain of the world, who saved their lives. Students, so through the lesson you can have a moral and have a message that you can face anything, any obstacle, if you have courage, patience, and you have wit. So be patient and be courageous. The lesson teaches us. Thank you.